This is the Padres POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the San Diego Padres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is poppin', pimpin', Padres? Win again. Welcome to your Padres POSTCAST. My name is Jim Grieshaber. Call me Grease, and what a night, oh baby. In Colorado, the thin air or whatever, man. Back-to-back nights, the San Diego Padres set season highs in runs scored and hits. They do it again tonight. They scored 34 runs in 2 games. They come within a run of the largest shutout victory since 1900. They are tying and breaking franchise records. 24 hits, a franchise record, 21 runs, ties a franchise record. What a night for the Padres, and what a night for Stephen Kolek, his second career start. He goes the distance, a shutout in Colorado, and you almost have to feel bad for the Rockies, right? You got the Dodgers, you got the Giants, you got the Diamondbacks, and then, yeah, I didn't say D-bags. I did now. But you know what I'm saying? You got all these teams in that division just beating the piss out of these poor Rockies. What do they have, 6 wins? 6-33. Anyway, just setting records. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, G-R-I-E-S. Go crazy, San Diego. Gas lamp gotta be lit right now. Litty like San Diego City. You know what I'm saying? And what a night for the Pods. And top to bottom, Murderers Row, this offense, this lineup, showing once again what it is capable of when everybody's healthy. And it was only the first time since they went to Oakland, the 3rd series of the year, first road trip of the season, when they had everybody healthy, was last night. And you have seen the results, man. Cronenworth's going deep. It seems like they had 5 home runs. They traveled a country mile, these home runs. When you add up the distance, it was absolutely crazy. What a day for the Pods in Colorado. This is your Padres POSTCAST. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. Thank you so much for making us your first watch or listen of the day. Myself and Javier Reyes, Locked On Padres podcast. Since before the pandemic, my dude has been coming real with it every day for you, and I'm after every game. We're killing it. We're one of the top channels on the network with the Padres podcast channel on YouTube with, hey, wherever you get your podcast, right? We're talking Spotify. We're talking Stitcher, Podbean. We're talking Apple. We're talking iHeart. Anywhere there. And then, of course, you're down with OTT. Yeah, you know me, this whole party. You know what I'm saying? It used to be OPP, and I used to get a lot of that. But you know what I'm saying? Now it's OTT, over-the-top television, and we're free on Roku. And tonight's show is brought to you by the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K. Now, let me just tell you something about the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K. Turn any TV into your Xbox. No console needed. Head to Amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to learn more. That's right, y'all. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. We're wilding, styling, and profiling. Sound like little Ric Flair up in here. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch to do and a short time to do it in tonight. You know how we do. We're trying to keep this thing to 15 minutes, but you know it's a little difficult for your boy. It's your Padres POSTCAST and the Locked On Podcast Network. I'm already way late, but I don't care. What a night for the Padres. 21-zip over those Rockies of Colorado. It's your Padres POSTCAST. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, and we're starting. Well, we already started, but for real, we're going right now. Let's roll.
This is what you'll be talking about.
All right, we'll get StreamYard to follow the cues, and we will be all right. What a night for the Padres. I have so many pictures to show you, so many things to talk about. And by the way, while you're here, come on into the comments. Say what's up to your boy. I'll read them during the show if I can get to it. There's so many of them. Sometimes it's hard, but I'll tell you this too. I want to thank you for making us your first watch/listen of the day. We know you have a ton of choices, but hey, San Diego Padres are on fire right now, and we've been here from the very beginning, from that red-hot start. And oh, by the way, San Diego. Oh, by the way, Padre Nation. Oh, by the way, Friar Faithful, Friar Fanatics, whatever the hell you want to call yourselves. LFGSD. How about that? Let's go. Thank you for making us your first watch or listen every day on all the platforms that I mentioned. And now we are ready to roll. Imagine being a Rockies fan and paying for these tickets. I feel bad for them. Really? You feel bad for them, man? I remember as a kid going with my grandfather, sad sack Red Sox fan. He was. Sorry, Grampy, love you, my hero, but a Red Sox fan, brain dead somehow. Anyways, Ender Bogarts would be happy. But what I'm trying to say here, and Pavetta, but what I'm trying to say here, okay? I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Oh, yeah, you go to see the other team sometimes. Shout out Game Time, one of our sponsors. Buy the tickets, get out there, right? I used to go see those Oakland A's, that Murderers Row, man, McGuire and Henderson and Parker, and oh, my God, just Ricky Henderson ripping homer after homer after homer and getting outdone by Wade Boggs. Believe it or not, the guy who would hit the most home runs and the furthest home runs in that BP would be the Red Sox Wade Boggs of anyone. And then he'd hit like 360 like Tony Gwynn. You know, it was Wade Boggs, Tony Gwynn. Who's a better hitter? No doubt it's Tony Gwynn, but Boggs was close. It was the argument for a long time. Boggs or Gwynn. But a lot of times you go to see the other team. And the Padres put on a beer league softball show tonight with the 5 homers, man. Fernando hit one. I mean, just crushing balls. Cronenworth with a jack. Sheets with a jack. Bogarts with a jack. Fernando with a jack. I mean, they were just ripping balls everywhere tonight. What's up, Robert Ramirez? My boy is always here. Hell yeah, Doomslayer. Padres. What does Robert have to say? Was that the first complete game by a Padres pitcher this year? You know, I'd almost be facetious and say it was the first complete game in the last 100 years in Major League Baseball. But I want to say that didn't Pivetta have one? Didn't Pivetta throw a complete game earlier this year? I want to say complete games for a starting pitcher 2025. I want to say Pivetta went the distance one night. No. It was King. It was You Wanna Be Diggy Diggy Down with the King. That was Michael King. It was against the Colorado Rockies. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Yeah, so it was against the Colorado Rockies. So there you go, Robert Ramirez. Hey, if you have questions, throw them up in the chat as well. It may lead to me awkwardly looking it up on the show, but who cares? Hey, the Padres win again, 3 games in a row. And look at this lineup, man. I mean, is this like the one that King Carl Hubble went through in the All-Star game all those years ago? I mean, this is looking like the most stacked lineup of all time, man. The Dodgers have to keep up with this lineup. Did you see the D-bags and the Dodgers yesterday? All those homers in the 9th inning? This is the Padres. Man, this division is good. And the Rockies suck. And everybody's beating up on the Rockies. The Giants had their turn last week. The Dodgers were beating up on the Marlins. Well, guess what, MFers? LFGSD. Guess what? The Padres have their turn to beat up on the Rockies now. And guess what? The Padres are back in first place, tied with the Dodgers 2 games ahead of the Giants. What up with that? You know what I'm saying? So there you go. There you have it. That's what's up. Hit that subscribe button. You know you want to do it. You want to be a part of the fan bam. Let's go. Let's go. That rising tide lifting all boats. You know, we got to get a watch party going. Myself and Javi down there in Gaslamp somewhere right outside Petco. We'll go to the game. We'll roll deep to the show after. We'll have some fun. We'll have some players out there. Let's say we're manifested right now. Let's go. LFGSD. All right. I am Jim Grieshaber. You can call me Grease, however, though. GRIES at Jim Grease _ on social media. Give me a follow, make you holla as those numbers scream. Padre Nation, let's go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Come on in for Javier Reyes with your Locked On Padres podcast every day. Myself after the games, yick. And then, of course, you don't ever want to miss Locked On MLB Game Night. That show's dope AF. And we're using just keys for everything here. You know what I'm saying? We don't even need to use the real words. But what a game for the Padres. But what a hello? Hey, it's Steven calling collect. Hey. Does anybody even get that anymore? No one even makes collect calls. Boomer, as my kids would say. I'm about to be a granddad in 2 months. Can you believe this? It's an outrage. Am I the sexiest grandfather you've ever seen? Don't answer that. Wrong show. Wrong platform. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. My girl tells me that, so I'm happy. Look at Kolek, man. 2nd CG of the year for a Padres pitcher. And you think about that game last night. What an abomination that was late when your bullpen couldn't get those outs, and it's a 13-9 game. By the way, sorry for last night. I was sick. I sat here for a long time trying to do the show and throwing up everywhere, and it would have been a nasty scene, kind of like the bullpen last night against it. But Suarez came in, restored order to the universe. But a night like tonight, when a guy like Kolek, who was a reliever turned starter, you're not expecting much out of him. Just like Kyle Heart Attack, you send him down, and you're wondering if Kolek is going to give you something. Pavetta's been solid. Vasquez been pretty good. Now you got to wonder, with Kolek pitching the way he is, does he stay in the rotation when Darvish comes back? You know, and then Musgrove you can push to next year. But here's the thing. October, you is phenomenal in October. And I'm not using slang there saying you is, because you know you is. I'm talking about you. Darvish is phenomenal in October in the postseason. Save him, push him back, man, with guys like Kolek pitching the way they are right now. I mean, that's the way to get it done. You know, and you have seen some alarming things happening with the pen lately, man. Jackson Merrill's just literally, what does he have, 6-game hitting streak now, just killing it since he's been back. Gavin Sheets with a monstrous upper deck bomb tonight, 2nd deck bomb tonight in Colorado. As a matter of fact, their 5 home runs traveled like 5,200 and something feet, literally a mile. Hayward has 2 homers on the year, both against the Rocks. You know what I'm saying? Look at that dugout. I mean, they were laughing. It was beer league softball, man. My last game of beer league softball. Shout out Clay Bellinger. I played with Clay, Cody's father. years and years ago, and my son used to play with Cody. As a kid, he used to shoot hoops with Dwayne Wade's kid. And then now, when I used to cover the Miami Heat, now he's later, well, not now, but years and years ago in Arizona, he'd be playing ball with Cody Bellinger. So shout out to Clay. But I led off my last softball game ever with a home run, tore my shoulder sliding into third in the third inning, finished the game like Kobe with the free throw with the torn Achilles, and there it went. And that's what it was tonight. It was beer league softball for the Pods. It reminded me they should have had cigarettes hanging out of their mouth and beers in their hands as they were running around the bases. You know what I'm saying? Might as well. And beer league softball is not a sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can drink beer and smoke cigarettes while you're playing something, it's not a sport. And, I'm not talking about managing it like Jim Leland used to do. All right, I'm late for the break. What else is new? Jim Grieshaber, call me, Grease. We got stuff to do, baby. We got your player of the game. We got your turning point. We got to look ahead of the series finale and what's coming up next. How about this Padres team right there, neck and neck with those tyrants from Los Angeles who defer every dollar, and they're going to be paying Shohei's great-great-great-great-grandchildren just to try to beat the Padres. Yeah, I said it, LA. I said it. Eat it. Yeah, that's right. I said it. You know it's true. You know it's true. Spending all deferring all that money just to beat the Padres. Still not going to happen. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I believe Cease had a complete game earlier this year. No, it was Michael King, Nick. It was Michael King. Only Michael King. Diggy down. Down with the king. All right, Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. It's break time. Great deals from incredible sponsors just for you because we have 220 plus shows. Just for you because we have millions and millions of listeners and viewers every day. So all these big companies, they're lining up. They're beating down our doors like, yo, can we please get at your peeps? We gatekeep. We only pick the best companies with the best deals for you. Speaking of which, let's hit that now. Still to come, star of the game, turning point, box score. Man, there's a lot more to unpack. I better get to the break. Let's go. A little University of Miami fight song there from me, the Hurricanes alum. All right, here we go. Let's see. Don't be doing this to me. Don't be doing this to me. I believe the first spot we have is, oh my God, trade coffee. I could use some of that right about now. Let's be real. Coffee isn't just a drink, right? It's a ritual. It's a lifeline, the thing that gets you from half asleep to fully functioning. And if it's that essential, why settle for anything less than amazing? That, my friend, is where Trade Coffee comes in. If you haven't had Trade Coffee, you are in for a treat. So whether you're gearing up for back-to-back meetings, shuttling kids back and forth, or tackling an endless to-do list, your morning sets the tone for it all. That's why it should start with a perfect cup of coffee crafted just for you. Enter Trade. It's the #1 coffee destination in the U.S., delivering fresh, incredible coffee from over 50 of the country's top roasters. That's right. Whether you're a cold brew fan or a pour-over purist, they've got a roast you will love. And I love the coffees. I really do. I mean, you are missing out if you haven't tried Trade Coffee. You take the quiz. It only takes a minute. The first bag they send is spot on, right? Just based on your preferences and what you tell them in that quiz. It smelled fresh and amazing. It was fresh. And honestly, it ruined grocery store coffee for me in the best way. Who wants that crap anyway? And if the first match isn't perfect, Trade will replace it for free. They'll also replace it for free until they get it just right. I love that their prices are comparable to grocery store brands, but the flavor is on a whole different level. And right now, hey, it's your tomorrow. Trade is exclusively offering our customer 50% off your 1-month trial at drinktrade.com/lockedonmlb. That's TRADE.com/lockedonmlb for 50% off your 1-month trial. Drinktrade.com/lockedonmlb for Trade Coffee on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team, yours, every day, baby, every day. And they did not have an overlay, just so if you're watching prod, it's supposed to says overlay, but there's no overlay in the, you know what I'm saying? There's no overlay in the overlays folder, but there is an overlay for this. And my God, my younger brother's in his 40s, and he's all over this thing. My son's 22, my other son's 16. They are all over this thing, man. It's like I just completely life hacked it for them with this deal, and you can do the same thing for you or your peeps. Did you know your Fire TV is also an Xbox? How about them apples? Turn any TV into your gaming and entertainment hub with Fire TV Stick 4K devices, no console required. You grab your paired controller, subscribe or sign into Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with EA Play included, and you're ready to play. And you're talking hundreds of titles, right? EA Sports, College Football 25, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Avowed, as easily as you stream your favorite shows, which, by the way, Gaming Made Simple. You can also stream all your favorite shows from Netflix, Apple, Stars, you name it, Peacock. Oh, I just love saying the word Peacock. All those things, you can get them all right in there with Wi-Fi 6, 6E, and auto low latency mode advanced technology. Fire TV Stick 4K delivers smoother, more responsive gameplay with lightning fast speeds you need to stay competitive. You get the endless entertainment, 1.5 million movies and TV episodes, Netflix, Prime, Disney Plus, Max, more, Peacock. I already said it. I can't say Peacock enough. You know what I'm saying? Affordable and portable gaming, high quality Xbox games at a fraction of the cost of the console. If you already have a console, I gotta make sure I'm clear for this one. A Fire TV Stick 4K device is more affordable and easier to travel with, allowing you to take yours or your kids' games wherever you plug in. You know what I'm saying? I am a hardcore gamer from the past, and I wish I would have had this as a kid, but my sons do. My kid brother, who's 41, does. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. So head to Amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to get started. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription and compatible controller is required. Available on select devices, including Fire TV Stick 4K 2nd Gen, Fire TV Stick 4K Max 1st and 2nd Gen, and Fire TV 2 3rd Gen. Right there with your Amazon Fire TV. On the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. That Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K, man, you gotta love that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. All right, and you know where I'm going next. FanDuel, the NBA playoffs are in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances. Like tonight, Anthony Edwards against the Warriors with no Steph Curry. The T-Wolves up 2-1 now in that series, but major momentum shifts, highlight-worthy performances. Can't miss moments, whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player. There's never been a better time to get in on the action with FanDuel, making it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live with player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays. Fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. I love being on FanDuel. I love picking those clutch gene players in those parlays. Down the stretch they come, and guys like Anthony Edwards making it happen. You know, which ones are showing up in the biggest moments? Which ones do you combine into live prop bets mid-game based on how the action unfolds? How can a $200 bonus in bets add to the excitement of your first $5 bet if it hits? Ha! All those things. And if you're new to FanDuel, now's the perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. And good Lord, we need some people to chop down this copy. Let's go. All right. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. You're in the comments. I have to say what's up. I can't help it. Tomorrow we get Pivetta. Would you consider him our ace right now? No, definitely not. Look at the way Cease just threw his last time out. But Michael King's the ace. Start to finish, he's had one bad outing. His one loss is a 1-0 game against Tampa Bay. Michael King's the ace. Pivetta's been fantastic, though. Pivetta has been fantastic. He's locked in. I'd throw Pivetta in that 3 slot right now, behind King and Cease, and then you got Vasquez and you got Kolek. Hello, collect call. Hey, yep, there you go, collect call. Do you accept the charges? Hell yeah, you do. When he's pitching like this, Stephen Kolek. All right, let's hit the box. Let's hit a couple more things before you are ready to get out of here tonight. And I got some plans with my boy. My son is coming over. He's asking for my address right now. So as I am, boom, and I hear someone in my house right now. So here we go. We're going to wrap it up right now. Let's take a look at the box score. And we got the recap right here in front of you too. So a couple more teams, man. A couple more teams. And by the way, check out Javier Reyes every day with the Padres podcast. Almost every day. Locked On Padres podcast right here. Wherever you get your podcasts. Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, you know the dealio. And then, of course, right here on YouTube. And then, you know, with OTT, yeah, you know me, this whole party. Used to be OPP, now it's OTT, it's on Roku. And we are free there as well with the Locked On Podcast Network taking over in the 2-5, baby. Fernando Tatis Jr., Xander Bogaerts homers in the 5th inning. Jake Cronenworth, Gavin Sheets, Jason Hayward also go deep for the Pods. 24 hits, 21 runs. They set season highs in runs and hits for the second consecutive nights. They knocked the Rockies to 6-33, matching the 1988 Baltimore Orioles. And Cal Ripken Sr. was the manager for the worst 39-game start in the majors in 130 years. The Orioles finished 54-107. And if you're wondering what the Rockies have in store for them, think Dodgers, think Padres, think Giants, think D-bags. Going to be a long year for the Rockies. That division's just going to kill them, right? Poor Bradley Blaylock got smoked tonight. Jackson Merrill, 4 hits. He's got the big hitting streak. Luis Arraez, 3 hits tonight for the Pods. The sprinkler spraying the ball all over the field, but a big win. You know what I'm saying? So, man, 5 straight multi-hit games for Action Jackson Merrill, tying him with Trey Turner of the Phillies for the longest streak in the majors. Pavetta's going to start the finale tomorrow. Let's take a look at the box real quick. We already told you Arise had 3 hits. Fernando 2 for 3, 3 runs, 3 RBIs, had the homer. Man, Arise 3 for 7, 2 runs, 3 RBIs. Machado 2 for 3, 2 runs, and RBI, no homer for Manny. 4 for 6 for Merrill, no homer, but 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Bogarts 2 for 4 with a homer, 2 runs, and an RBI. Wade came in, went 1 for 2 with an RBI. Gavin Sheets 3 for 6, 2 runs, 3 RBIs, had the homer. Jason Hayward had the homer, 1 for 6, but 3 RBI for Hayward. And Elias Diaz in the 9-hole, yeah. Suck this, baby. 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored for your number 9 hitter. There you have it. 21-0, the final. Pavetta's going to pitch the finale tomorrow. We got a lot of people. And while you're here, smash that subscribe. Build the community. Keep it going, tribe. Fam bam. Let's roll. And then, of course, come on into the chat and say what's up. And then when you hit the bell, you get alerts when we're coming live with more content. Javi and me. The shows are amazing. We're going crossover once a week on his show, once a week on my show. Let's go. Let's build. Let's go. What a year it's going to be, man. Let's make them feel it all the way up there in LA. Nick Carroll says, I trust Pavetta more than Cease right now. Probably do, but look at the way Cease threw the last time out. Even giving up the solo shot to Bellinger on the fastball that was chin high. Was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Rob, the rotation is scary. Just waiting for Darvish. That's insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Here's the thing with Kolek pitching like this, you might not need to go make a deal for a starting pitcher now. And Javi and I have been going back and forth. Do you deal for a starter? Do you deal for a big-time bat? I think you go for the bat now. I think you're good with the arms. But look at the lineup, man. You might not need anything. You might not need anything this year. So I don't feel bad for the Rockies. They always beat us, and they were happy. Nick Carroll, Jackson Merrill, average, hella inflated right now, but it'll be in the superstore category by the end of the season. Nick, he's not hella average. You're not watching the right guy, dude. Watch this game. He's got 4 multi-hit games in a row. He's got the hit streak going. He's mashing. His hand speed's ridiculous. His hand speed through the zone is ridiculous. And yeah, Robin, I guess I forgot how the Rockies did us last year. And that was a big part of last year, right? Oh, man. So, real quick, we got a couple things to do in a short time to do it. I just want to give you Kolek's numbers. Stephen Kolek call. Look at him. 9 innings. A CG, baby. 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts for Kolek. Pavetta going tomorrow. Imagine to get out of there with the bullpen hardly being used in the series after game 1. That'd be dope on a rope. You don't need soap. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Couple things to do. Short time to do it. And we will be done. Don't worry. I'll get your comments in. At Nick, it's our time, baby. Yes, it is. Hope y'all having a great time tonight. Jim Grieshaber, call me Gries, Padres, POSTCAST, the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day, along with your Locked On Padres podcast. Yeah, we got it like that, and we are rolling. Couple things to do, short time to do it in. Let's do this first, and let's go.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Game was, forgot it was muted. That's probably your favorite part of the show, where I was muted, but when it became 1-0 was the turning point. When the game was won or lost, when Kolek finished with his warm-up pitches, top of the first inning, they're up 5-0 before he even takes the bump. You know what I'm saying? Merrill singles to center, knocks in Fernando. Machado goes to second. Machado scores, and Bogarts goes to second on a wild pitch. Cronenworth grounds to second. Merrill scores. Bogarts goes to third. Sheets homers to right center. Bogarts scores. 5-0 Padres at the end of the top of the first inning, and that would be all she wrote. Next up, how about this one? And we will give you 3 tonight. It's a little tough, but we will. Oh, there we go.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. We got 3 of them, and it's not going to be a surprise who it is. Number 1 player of the game. Oh, man, every single night, this dude is lighting it up. Every single night, this dude is putting on a clinic at the dish. Every single night, he is showing the rest of the league how to hit, but he is not going to be our first one tonight in the 3 stars of the game, because your first one is Gavin Sheets, all the way down in the number 7 slot. He goes 3 for 6. He hits the big jack in the first inning to start the home run parade. He's got 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored tonight. Gavin Sheets, literally with a dope game, and it started in spring training in Peoria, and he has kept it going from there. So Gavin Sheets, our first star of the game tonight, and let's hope I bring up the right picture for this next dude. Oh, baby, come on, Jim. Come on, they're very small. for me right now. Is it this one? Let me see, please. Please, Lord, help me. There he is. Action Jackson Merrill. That's my nickname for him. I give a damn what anybody else says. Merrill Madness. Go ahead, Don. And by the way, Don's the best in the biz. Love him. Don Orsillo. But what a game for this dude right here. Action Jackson Merrill. 4 for 6 in this game. 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, and what a night for Merrill. Hitting 446 on the season with a 6-game hit streak. What an unbelievable night for him, which leads us to our number 1 player of the game. How could it be anybody else but collect call to the temp saying how you changed, how you an ace now. No more relieving. All right, I'm trying to rap like Tupac over this with Stephen Collect Call, baby. Look at him. They called him Collect. He came in the game, and he paid the charges, baby. 9 innings, complete game, 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Easy peasy, cruising on a Saturday evening in Denver, man. They're hitting the rooftop bars by now. The Padres 21-0, the beer league softball blowout over the Colorado Rockies. 34 runs in 2 games. The murderers row, the collect call. The Rockies so bad. They're 6-33, and this division is a murderers row. And in case you missed it in the beginning of the show, we're dropping game and knowledge all the time here, but man, oh man, the Padres tied for first with the Dodgers right now, with the series finale coming up tomorrow and a chance with the Diamondbacks playing the way they are to possibly take the division lead back tomorrow. They have a 2-game lead, the 2 of them together over the midgets. I'm sorry, did I say that? The little people. Ha! You thought I was going to say the word that I won't say, that they actually are. Getting my son a Merrill jersey. Love that he's back. You should, Nick. That is a great player to put a jersey on your back with the name on the back of. His average is inflating from the Rockies matchup. Oh, I get it, Nick. I get it. Look, they're still a major league team. Proud of Sheets making a comeback with us. Man, he tore it up all spring. I went to some of those games out there, just killing it. Sheets, says Nick. What a great game, says Rama Murdy. Serving the Dodgers a notice. They've been served, Robin Rob. They've been served. They had to come get Tanner Scott because they knew better. They knew better. Check the standings. LMAOOO. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm checking the standings. I'm checking the standings, bro. And I will tell you this right now. San Diego, 25-13. LA Dodgers, 26-14. San Diego, by virtue of having 1 fewer loss, is actually percentage points ahead of the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying, Fabian? So if that's what you mean, good looking out. I appreciate you. Hope you weren't trying to say the Dodgers are in first. But yeah, the Giants 2 games back of the Padres. So the Padres are actually in first, percentage points ahead. They're tied, but percentage points ahead, 658-650. Thank you, Fabian. Great looking out on that one. And the Giants at 24-16, the D-Bags at 21-19, and the Pebblies 6-33. Man, unbelievable, right? But thank you guys for coming strong in the chat again tonight. Thank you for coming strong on YouTube, on Roku, wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Podbean. I get so excited. You know what I mean? iHeart, all the above. 21 runs, 24 hits. Kolek with the CG. 5 home runs that traveled literally a mile in this game. Every starter with a big game. Just a murderer's beer league softball row for the Padres. Tomorrow's finale. What time is the finale? I believe it's at 12:05. I don't have to look. It's at 12:05. Pavetta's on the bump. Pavetta's been dealing, and we will look for the sweep and first place still in the division. They're percentage points ahead, and I appreciate that from you, Fabian, as well, my dude. Thank you so much, Robin Rob. Good podcast, Grease. We do the best we can. Javier and I, day in and day out, man. We're doing the crossovers this week. Peep him every day. You know what I mean? Just really, really going well. And I would love to say one more thing before we go. And you know how we close the show, but I have to remind you about MLB Game Night here on the network because it is dope AF. LFG SD, but it's dope. You got to check it out, right? For your second or third listen, watch after myself, after Javi. All new Locked On MLB Game Night, every game, every night, all season long. Local analysis on a national level. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. And that's an order. I'm just kidding. That was pretty authoritative. I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? Just got to smack it down on some candy ass every once in a while. Thank you, Rama. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, we got some things. We put up a Charger score, made all the extra points. You know what I'm saying? Rolf Benershka came out. Where did Rolf Benershka come from? Good Lord, I gotta go. Love you guys. Gotta love you guys, man. Tony Gwynn's a happy man, smiling, looking down wherever he is right now, man. I'll tell you what, Mr. Padre, happy man, looking at this hit parade. How good would Tony Gwynn look in the 2-hole in this lineup, man, with Luis Ariz and with these dudes? But they are doing him justice and doing him proud this year, no doubt. And to hear Tony Jr. on the telecasts and on the broadcasts, man, when you hear that voice and you close your eyes, it's like tears come out, man, and it's just beautiful and healing all at the same time. God bless the memory of the great Mr. Padre, Tony Gwynn. And thank you all for being here. God bless you. Appreciate you. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. 21-0, 24 hits, collect call with the complete game. Yes, for Tony. There you go. I'll tell you what, man, what an awesome night to be a Padre fan. Keep your game tight and your mind right, San Diego. 21-zip Padres, and we are out. Thank you for watching Padres POSTCAST. Thank you for listening to Padres POSTCAST on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.